action on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Odom. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Dropping back, it's Simmons. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field.
Oh, they blocked it. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Snagged in the middle, it's Morales. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Gonna run it. It's Hill. Makes it past the marker. Running through contact. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back has it. Inside the 30. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Rebels! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Terrell. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Going for the big play. Makes the grab right down the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Touch pass on the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going for it all. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Barney. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ole Miss! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Florida Atlantic races to the line. Wants to throw on first down. The quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Owls. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point was good. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle, it's Green. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
The Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll go to the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete to the right. Finds a crease at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Morales. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Trying to get behind the defense. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Using his feet to buy time. Going right and going deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. Finds a seam. Past the 30. He's at the and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Owls.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. Powers through. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Lacy. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He hurls one deep down the left side. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. He lets one fly deep. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Card. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looking to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like, a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, get some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Got it in the middle. It's Morales. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Owls will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Offense lining up quickly. From the red zone, looking for a man. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. It is perfect. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll start this third quarter with a run.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Past the sticks, and he may get more. Turning it on. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Morales. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Second down, he'll throw it. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Throw that one in there. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Touchdown, Rebels! A great catch and run for 6.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Morales. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Morales. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, looking to pass. Converts on 4th down, still going. And it looks as if Florida Atlantic will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here comes the heat. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to get it through the air. Bring in the heat. He's got his man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. He wants it all. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
On target to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the foot.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Barry. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill...
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle, it's Burgess. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. It's good, easy call for the ref. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more. Snatches it on the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Off the play fake on first down. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Rebels can really attack on this second and short. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a third and long. He'll do it himself. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They'll try the run. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
And it's on the ground. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. And the field goal unit is on the field. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A shot for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
The Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The screen, he's got wheels. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the ground with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. Now the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard to see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into a locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
I mean, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're punting the football and believing in your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating.